trying to organize this forever. Thank you guys for joining us. Welcome to the lair. Of course, I'm Mega J Retro, and this is JP from Thundercats Classics.
What's up, everybody?
We are here, guys. We are at the lair, the Thundercats Cats Lair. Thank you guys for joining this afternoon. Holy crap, this is awesome. JP, we've been looking at doing this for like ever, man. This is absolutely crazy. I'm excited. You're excited. A lot of things to talk about this afternoon.
A lot.
But guys, we are broadcasting from both of our channels as well as other places, but if you can, do us a big favor, head over to at Thundercats Cats Lair. This is a brand new channel that we've started, and if you can watch us from there, we'd really appreciate it because this one's really cool. We're going to start doing weekly episodes, and live streams are definitely dedicated to, of course, brand new Thundercats news, everything that's happening in the world of Thundercats. JP and I have been talking about this for months. We've been trying to get together. And we want to have a lot of special guests come on, everybody who's connected to the Thundercats world. Obviously, we want more Thundercats. It would be great to have Egamon on there. Our good friend Carlos of the Badass Reviews. Danny Green of Danny Green Collects. Like a lot of people who, of course, love Thundercats. We want to start getting the Mondo guys on here. You know what I mean? Brian, maybe from Super 7, or any of the guys from Super 7. We'd love to start getting those guys on. And of course, we want to find out from you guys. What do you guys want on this brand new channel, Thundercats Cats Lair? Why are we not on the screen, JP? There we go. We're back on the screen. But yeah, guys, thank you for joining us this afternoon. This is a very exciting new channel that JP and I are putting together, along with so many of our other Thundercats friends. But first and foremost, let's go ahead and introduce our host for this evening. I want to talk about my good friend JP of Thundercats Classics.
What's up?
You know what? But we have to give this man props. We got to give this man props because the man, the myth, the legend has literally killed his Instagram channel. It is absolutely 80K. 80 freaking K for the Thundercats Classics. Holy crap. Congratulations, JP.
Holy crap.
Holy crap. How did you do it, brother? How did this happen? What's going on?
I don't know, man. I think it's a two-pronged thing. I think it's one, there's something with the algorithm or Meta, took a liking to my stuff, or, this whole hype train with, the Motu film, and people are a lot more hopeful now that there's a Motu film actually in production, that the next thing will be Thundercats. So I think the Thundercats hype is really building up a lot worldwide,
Yes, I do, but 80K is nothing to joke at, man. Like, obviously, you've been in the game for a long time, JP, and a lot of people do come to you for your expertise, and you're working with companies now to actually do some new exciting stuff. So, what's it like? What was the journey like to get to 80K? Right? How was it like for a lot of people? Let me bring this back up here. For a lot of people, they're always wondering, and they're always asking the question, how do you reach a milestone like this? Like what's like? Is it really that easy to do something like this, JP? Or was it a struggle? Like, did you go through the regular struggles that all content creators go through, or was this just flash in the pan? You know what you're doing, and this is everything you've always expected to happen.
It's really a learning curve, honestly. I mean, I was just talking to my boy Carlos. I mean, Carlos' channel has grown exponentially, but we have different types of audiences. My audience is a lot more niche, where it's just Thundercats people, and maybe some Motu people sprinkled in there. While Carlos, the Badass Reviews, he covers everything: imports, Motu, Thundercats, you name it. His, like interactions and stuff like that is a lot higher, in the sense where he has a lot more people interacting with him, and he has a lot more views. He has like over 2 million views, right? And my channel, as far as numbers and likes, is, like 20 times his, but I don't have that level of views, and I guess it's because it's more niche. So obviously the people that are coming here, it's all about Thundercats. We got people in Brazil, we got people in Central America, South America, like rabid, pure Thundercats fandom people, right? I honestly try to keep it within that wheelhouse. I'll promote a little bit of Motu here and there. I'll promote a little From the Realm because it's my own, IP and stuff like that. But I really try to keep it where it's mostly Thundercats, or if it's like cats based. So if there's an action figure out there that is a feline based type of character or a lion or something like that, even if it's not Thundercats, I'll post it on here. But for the most part, I'm trying not to blur the lines too much. So I keep it all integrated. But I think, honestly speaking, it's probably a combination of the algorithm and collaborations. I mean, I could say honestly that, adding people as collaborators, having other friends like you, like Mad Hatter, like Thundercats Now, like Badass Reviews, spreading the love and cross posting stuff that I post, and I do the same thing for you guys. I think that's kind of building like a brotherhood and like a following, and people that follow Badass, that follow you, that follow Mad Hatter, they're like, oh, Thundercats, Thundercats, Thundercats. And of course, collaborations, and then creative collaborations like this one that I'm working on right now with Bull Airs. That's something that just came out of nowhere. And of course, you, Jay, are privy to a couple of other things that I can't really publicly announce yet, but it's been a blessing in disguise, man. There's been a lot of things going on with Thundercats and in the creative realm for me, right? So I really don't know, man. I guess, like also the reels, like these really cool AI reels that people have sent me that are really badass and really well done, that I've shared on here. I don't know. I really don't know. It's kind of like a mystery in a way. I'm not surprised, to be honest, because Thundercats is huge fandom. It's like, it comes in, for me, it's number one, but I know for most people, it comes in at number two after Motu, right? So I feel like, I don't know, I guess it's just growing and growing. People are becoming more aware of this channel and looking at my posts and stuff like that. And now, dude, now that we're joining forces and going on YouTube and doing live streams and stuff, I'm super excited. It's gonna be even better.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. But again, you cannot scoff at 80 freaking K, man. Congratulations, JP. Holy crap, Thundercats Classics, guys! If you haven't already, subscribe to Thundercats Classics. I mean, the guy's killing it right now. He's actually live on both of these channels right now. So we are absolutely thrilled. So once again, JP, congrats on forget 80K, 86K. 80 freaking 6K. Like forget 80K. We're talking about 86K. We're almost on 90K.
Dude, I was posting the 80K, and by the time I posted it, I was at 83, and I'm like, okay, now what do I do? So I think I'm just gonna hold off and celebrate 100.
Let's leave it. Once you get to 90, you hit 90, then all of a sudden you're at 100K, and you're like, just that's it. That's the way it
It's
goes.
crazy. My wife was telling me, what are you gonna do to celebrate 100K? And I told her, maybe I should ask the followers to like run a poll. What do they want me to do at 100K? Do a giveaway? Dress up like Panthro? I mean,
no, man, no. You know what? Maybe we'll talk to somebody. Maybe we'll talk to Mondo. Maybe we'll talk to Bulls there. We'll find out. We'll find something out. Maybe at 100K.
Dude, I would love to have Kenny.
We do
Kenny
a giveaway.
On
you know
here.
what I mean? Like we do a freaking giveaway here on this channel,
Yeah.
And on the Thundercats Classics channel. Well, maybe we'll do two. Maybe we'll do two giveaways. You know what I mean? We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out at the end of the day. But I just want to give props to my boy, the man himself, JP, freaking 80 freaking K. Huge shout out to Thundercats Classics. What a journey. Just really quickly though, when you started, it was like everybody else, right? It was just a small following. Why did you start the Thundercats Classics?
Dude, I can honestly say, all right, so just to not ramble on too much, but everything for me started with Toy Addict 26. I used to do a review. I used to do reviews for figures.com, which sadly it seems like they're no longer in circulation. If you go to their website, there's been no updates for a couple of years. But I used to do a lot of figure reviews for them. And this was back in the editorial days where I would take out my camera, take pictures, and write reviews, break down the paint, break down articulation, all that. After seeing Pixel Dan and what he was doing with Motu, I got inspired to start my own YouTube channel. Toy Addict 26 was born. At one point, I want to say maybe like 5-6 years ago, I was at about, I don't know, 18K followers on YouTube, and I got hacked on YouTube, and somebody posted some cryptocurrency stuff on there, and then Google decided to delete my channel. So there went like 15 plus years of content down the drain. Extensive video reviews that I had done, of Hot Toys, of Master of the Universe Classics. I was the very first person to review the first wave of Mythic Legions from the Four Horsemen. They sent me actual test shots. I got unpainted test shots of the first wave of Mythic Legions. And I did that kind of world premiere thing on YouTube. So I've been around the block, dude. But when they canceled my channel, I talked to my buddy Carlos, and he's like, dude, just start again from scratch. And honestly, this whole thing right here, this Thundercat stuff, this started when, I don't know if you remember, Jay, at Comic-Con. I don't remember what year it was right now. But I saw a post directly from Comic-Con, which was a direct mashup of the Mattel logo and the Thundercats logo. The moment I saw that, that blew my mind. And I said, I'm going to be the Thundercats dude. I'm going to be the Pixel Dan of Thundercats, So what did I do? I immediately went and I created Thundercats Classics on Facebook. That Facebook page blew up. At one point, I think I was like at, I don't know, 15K or something like that. Something happened a few years back where Meta or Facebook got all wonky, and they were like saying like that you had to like prove that you were that you owned that name or something like that. So I guess because it was Thundercats, and obviously that's not my IP, it was a fan hub. They said, "Oh, this is not your real name. Your name is Jorge," and they blacklisted my Facebook page, and then eventually, I don't think you can even look for it anymore. I think they deleted it or something. But because Facebook got integrated with Instagram, it seems like those people, went over to Instagram, and then my Instagram, page just started blowing up and blowing up and blowing up, and then here we are. You know what I'm saying? So it's been like a weird kind of transition from, where I started as a toy collector and as a content creator to where I am today. As you know, Jay, I love Thundercats, I love toys, but I'm going that transition from being a toy collector and toy content creator to a toy creator. And that's an amazing voyage that I've been on, and I'm still so humbled and excited about it. And then my boy Carlos, the badass reviews, is absolutely killing it. That guy is doing reviews left and right. Companies are like sending him review samples. He's doing first looks at new Kickstarters. He's kicking ass, and he's taking names, and he is a force to be reckoned with. And I'm so glad that he's our partner and brother, and we're doing some amazing stuff together. And yeah, man, I mean, like I said, here we are, and now we got the Cat Slayer, and it's all about bringing this love for the IP to YouTube audiences, right? And you and I have always done it collaboratively through your channel and through my Instagram, but we felt that this IP deserves its own channel, and where we can do everything Thundercats. We can review episodes of the cartoons, we can review collectibles, we can do unboxings. I mean, we can have guests. The sky is the limit, man. I think this is going to be the go-to for YouTube people that are into Thundercats. So super excited to be here today, man.
Yeah, brother, I am so excited at the journey. I think it's inspiring. Having gone through all those the difficulties and the adversity that you went through. Having your channel hacked, having again, you were at like 20K where I am right now, and all of a sudden to lose that 7 years, man, that's just devastating, right?
Yeah.
But the most encouraging thing about that is you didn't give up. You know what I mean? Between Carlos and you, saying, "Hey, pull up your pants, man. Like, let's just get this crap done," right? And then you switch focus. You know what I mean? You went all in on Thundercats, and that is really what it is, because it's hard to build a channel on multiple ideas. You know what I mean? Like a news channel like mine, right, where I report about a lot of things. Some episodes hit, right? As you know, some episodes hit, but a lot of episodes they feather away. It happens all the time. But when you niche down, when you become this absolute force for Thundercats, right? Like that's huge, man. Because there are, as you said, there are a ton of Thundercats fans out there. Obviously, Motu is massive, right? It's got its own thing, and I'm excited at the trajectory of your new direction for Instagram, like just basically niching down and making sure everybody knows what you're about. And now, between the two of us, coming back to YouTube, right? Thundercats Classics and obviously with the Thundercats Cats Lair, like this is going to be the return to YouTube for Thundercats as a whole, as an actual IP property, focus, right?
Yeah,
And
sure.
not, yeah, so this is a place where all Thundercats fans can come and share their collective love of Thundercats.